up, Coach Vaughn here to show you another Steel Club education video with Steel Club in and out double swings. So typically when people swing two kettlebells, they have a wide stance and swing them from the inside of the hips. Today with the Steel Clubs, we're going to be swinging them with a narrow stance going outside and inside the hips. I've never agreed with kettlebells swinging outside of the hips because of its mass. It will likely either hit your knee or do what's called knee valgus, so you avoid it. This is very bad for the hips, and I highly disagree with it, so do not do these with kettlebells. Stick with the Steel Clubs with their elongated shape. Will work much better with this. So first, before we get into the in and out swings, you need to know how to chop at the hips right here, hinging in with a flat back. Once I have that set up, I don't want my stance too wide, I don't want it too narrow, just enough where I can get both clubs in and out. So you can shadow it before you start with it. And a big thing as we're going to be going through this, make sure you swing the outside club away from your shins like you're going to load up into a broad jump, just as we talked about with the swipes in the last episode. So what you're going to do, hinge at the hips, you've got to tilt them right here. Now you can either choke up on them, use the pins, I don't care, get a good grip on them. Looks a lot like you're holding a torch right here, and you're going to offset one out, one in. I'm going to load up in my hips, I'm going to swing. So this is your regular in and out swing. Notice how I'm inhaling through my nose, exhaling through my mouth. So a lot how I do it with a hard style kettlebell swing. So once I have that set up, I can go into cleans. This is where you can really set that standard, as we talked about in the pull over and press out video, owning your double side stack, not bringing it to your face. This is a huge thing I don't want people doing with Steel Clubs. Have them out like you're loading up into a push-up with your forearms horizontal right here. Dropping that hinge, clean, double stack. Clean, stack. Then we get a little more interesting doing swipes. So they go in and out, in and out. Make sure you own that pullover position. Hide those ribs down, do not rib flare. Hinge through those hips, exploding down, getting minimal knee flexion, maximal hip flexion. So now we can add all three, doing a full complex. What I'm going to do is swing, swing, clean, clean. Add the swipe blast, swipe, swipe. So I'm going to show you one more time with that cadence. Swing, swing, clean, clean, swipe, swipe. Gently sit them down with that hip hinge once you're done. I'll be coming out with a brand new Steel Club program very soon. Any questions with that? Feel free to shoot me a message. This is Coach Vaughn signing off. Hope you have fun with that.